Hey, nice to meet you. If I've never gotten to talk to you directly before, my name is Molly. I am the creator of MakeItAsADogTrainer.com. And I have to tell you, I'm recovering from a little bit of a flu, so I'm a little bit congested. So I'm sorry about that. But you are just starting out in your dog training business, then I wanted to help you out and give you some quick direction right away that will help save you a ton of time and welcome you officially to the dog training industry. I've been helping dog trainers with their businesses for 12 and a half years now, and I had my own dog training business for about 14 years, had a lot of ups and downs myself. And of course, I was brand new starting off in my business at 1.2. So I totally know what that's like. And there's a lot of things that are going to come up for you as far as questions and things that you're not sure how to handle or where to even start or what to do or how to do it. I'll give you a few things that I think will help just in all the time of all the years of helping thousands and thousands of dog trainers. I've seen just about every problem and every journey and everything. I hope this is helpful to you. The first thing that you'll want to know is that as you are learning how to train dogs and figuring out how you're going to help people, the thing that you need to know more than anything else is just to know more than the people that you're going to be helping. So you do not need to know how to handle everything right now. If you can help people with leash pulling and jumping, that is a huge thing. Those are the top two things that most dog owners for like family dog obedience and behavior, that's what they need, is help with leash pulling and jumping. Another thing that you will need to know is that as you're learning how to train dogs in whatever method that you decide is right for you, keep an open mind, because there are dog trainers who won't use the same methods that you use, but it doesn't mean that they're bad people. And the dog training industry is a little bit crazy in that way, that everybody loves to battle about the right way to do things. So it can be a little bit hard to kind of find other dog trainers that will support you and kind of mentor you or help you even just with moral support as you grow in your business. And one of the things I love to do is collect a group of really, really, really supportive, warm, friendly, welcoming, accepting dog trainers. And that's what my programs are all full of, dog trainers that are very accepting of all different trainers of all different methods. And that's really hard to find. So don't get discouraged if you have a hard time feeling like you are belonging in the industry, because it's not always that welcoming. And that is very normal. So it's not you, it's the way dog trainers are sometimes. Another thing about dog trainers is that we tend to be very much more interested in animals than people. So the peopling side of the business, understanding what people want, what they will buy, what they will enjoy, how they think, how they learn, how to teach them, all these things, how to motivate them to buy anything, how to sell, how to talk on your website. All of these things are people skills. So they are just as important as dog skills, which means you really have two expertises in your business, is that you learn how to train dogs and you learn how to influence people. And the influencing people part can be difficult, especially if you're an introvert, because it can be very draining to be around people and selling to people and teaching people. So keep in mind that even though this is a dog business, it's really a people business. And there's a lot of skills involved in how you put together your programs, how you price them, how you write your website, how you sell. All of those skills are things that you can absolutely learn, and often very quickly, but they can be overwhelming. So just because it feels like that there's, oh my goodness, there's so many things that you have to learn besides just your expertise with dogs. So there's a couple of things that might just help you just save time in that area, and save time in all of the other, what do I need to do? I need to name my business. Do I need an LLC? Do I need a bank account? What do I need? Insurance and all that. Try not to get too bogged down with all of that, because one of the great things with dog training businesses is that it can be very, very simple. You can work out of your house. You can just do private lessons. You don't have to do board and train. You don't have to have a facility. You don't have to have much fancy anything, really. But the things that you will need is really great programs that are wisely priced and described in a way that shows the value of the outcome and not just the stuff that's in it. So try not to sell just by hours, hourly lessons, or packages of hours. That doesn't work very well. And that's where everybody starts off, because you think you're selling your time and really you're not. So I have other videos about that will help you. And I have programs that teach you how to do that. But that is really, really important that you start studying right away on program creation and not just selling your services by the hour or selling them in packages of hours, or even day training or board and train, same thing. Try not to just sell the time itself, sell the outcome that the time gives them. And that is a skill, that's a communication skill, that's a writing skill, and that's something that I can help you with too, if you ever need it. So that's really important. Your website, the way you write it, you definitely need a website, no matter what anybody tells you, because the people that will take the most action are the ones who Google dog trainer near me and find your website. read your website and they're like, oh my goodness, this person gets where I am and what I want and how I'm feeling and can help. And then they decide to contact you. Those will be the people that are most likely to sign up, which means that you need to have one, and it needs to be written in a way that has that effect and makes them want to contact you because they feel understood and they feel like you can help them. And you talk about where they are and what they want. When you write your website, the number one piece of advice I can give you is don't try to sound extra smart. Don't use dog trainer jargon. Don't use words like recall and proofing and conditioning or even balanced, or talk about like the bond and the relationship with their dog. Nobody cares about any of that. They just want to know, like, right now your dog is doing these things and it makes you feel this way. And what you really want is this stuff and to feel this way. That's what we're here for. We get it. Give us a call. Tell us all about your dog. That kind of stuff. The before and after, telling them to get in touch. Talk like a regular person. Don't be overly formal. Do not use any dog trainer jargon. So that's the top piece of advice I can give you. There's a ton. That's the top piece about your website. As far as your sales process goes, there's a whole bunch of different right ways to do it. You can charge for a consult. You can do it for free. You can do it at your place. You can do it at their place. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it on the phone. But there are skills involved in what to say and when to say it. The number one piece of advice I can give you about that is to listen a lot. The more people feel understood, the more you will understand about them and how they think and what they want and the words that they use and the words that they don't use to describe their problem and to describe what they want. And then you can use those words in your same conversation and on your website content later on. The best thing you can do when you're listening is to ask questions. Don't ask, what are your training goals? They don't know. They'll say, oh, I think he needs to learn blah, blah, blah. You know, this command, that command. That tells you nothing that will influence them to actually want to sign up. What you need to find out is what is happening in their everyday life that they wish was not happening. So ask them that. What's happening that you wish wasn't happening? You can also ask the flip question. What's not happening that you wish was happening? And that tells you the before and after that they are looking for and what it looks like. And that's really important for a lot of psychological reasons. You also want to ask them what is bothering them most on a day-to-day basis. So that will also give you more of an indication of exactly what would make them want to spend the money. What is worth more than the money would be? What kind of outcome would be worth more than the money? And they'll tell you if you ask those questions. So listen a lot. That's just one part of the sales process. There's a whole bunch of other things, dealing with price shoppers, dealing with leads that ghost you, dealing with people who say that they have to talk to their spouse. All those things come up in your sales process. And they're all great things to learn how to handle. And knowing how to handle those things will save you so much time and make you so much more money a lot faster by knowing those things. With all that stuff in mind, one of the things that you need to know about me is that my expertise is in helping people with primarily those things. So you can learn how to advertise your business in a million different ways. Advertising is only one part of marketing, getting your name out there. The most important parts are your programs and your prices, your website, what it says, and your sales process. Those are the things that I help people with. If you have those things broken, then all the people that you get in front of will be a waste. They'll just disappear. They won't sign up, or they'll only pay you for a lesson or two and disappear. And you'll be on constantly this treadmill of trying to get more people. What works much better is to be able to help the people that you help the most and be able to make the most per person. So your programs are super, super important, and being able to know how to package what you offer in a way that makes you a good amount of money per client. It's really, really important. So I have a program about that. I have tons of videos about that too. I have tons of people that have been in my program who were brand new and even started the program before they were starting their business so that they wouldn't make any mistakes. And it would save them a ton of time and effort and lost income or lost opportunities by just knowing it in advance. It is not too soon for you to do this, and it will save you a ton of headaches, and it will save you a ton of money in terms of lost income. The sooner the better, but you can absolutely, if your budget's a concern right now, still stick with the free things on the YouTube channel. There's a whole playlist for new dog trainers, new to their own businesses. And in the meantime, what you'll want to do, and make sure you do as soon as possible, is get into this program. There's a link in the description. It's called Peak. It's super, super popular. Very, very, I'm going to move my microphone. It's right in my screen. Very, very high success rate. The people in that program do not let anybody else fail. They're very protective of the success of the program because it's worked so well for them. So super supportive group of other students and alumni that are in there. And it teaches you everything you need to know about those topics. It will literally, even people who are struggling or burning out have been known to make twice as much and work half as much like the very next month. It's very, very common. So it pays off right away. The link is in the description. If it's the right time for you, you are absolutely welcome to join. I'd love to invite you. We are all here for you if you need anything. And I want to welcome you again and congratulate you on getting started in your dog training business. And I will talk to you soon.